Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Time to go. Night-night.
Now Wilson on first down. Open man is Trey Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Double dog. That's the way.
Right.
56.
Protein spill.
56.
Let's get it.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't going nowhere. Jim. Hey, Delta. Hard. Hey, turn it up. 60 was down.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time and led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Exit.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
I don't think you got it, son.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 3 buds.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Right there, 56.
We own it. We get it.
Minshew throwing on third down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check.
Watch the slant.
14, find it.
Under 10.
Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
At the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Watch 54. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Don't get nervous.
On third down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got you, punk.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hey, Will. Hey.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
First down, Panthers.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, it's Gurley. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
58 to Mike. Yo.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The outlaw. Five. Stand. Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll find Everett there, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. On first and goal, Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, second and goal.
Gone. Bravo. Get it.
Here's Minshew. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change it?
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Carolina. Kenny Galladay, 77 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
53, Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Throwing is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Check Mike. Hatchet.
80 weapon.
Deuce. Check nickel.
Hey, Sam on. Ready.
From the 31, Minshew flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey. Alert 3.
Hey, lock it.
Check 50. Hey, check 24. Check.
Look, squeeze.
24. Check 24.
Big grip.
Taylor, and an alley to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I'm going to run you over.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hey, Charlie. Hard.
Check three. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
You draw corner.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, Alpha. Shoot.
On second down and 4. Minshew. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Ready? 8, read.
I'm here all day.
Get it.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We got this.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike 54.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Wilson. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Wilson now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a first and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Drop, rock it.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Cowboys have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. From the 36, Wilson. This pass complete to Higgins. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Burton. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 40 yards. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Right there. 54, right there.
Here's Wilson. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And he's gonna go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Quinnen Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Wilson, open man is Higgins. A great open field tackle is going to stop it shy of the goal line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
6-6, pull it high. Smooth.
Kill.
Now.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
This is Freeman. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Topper.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Ready.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm coming, baby, I'm coming.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they continue to put themselves in position for a first round.